station. But don't forget, you can watch us. We are on your computer, your mobile device. Just head on over to SuperTalk TV. Now, Read Across Jackson Day is fast approaching, and JPS and Byram and Jackson's fire departments are teaming up to make this a memorable year for the kids. Joining us today is Dr. Felicia Thomas and Matthew Lloyd. He is a firefighter, and they're up to some good things. So welcome, y'all.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Dr. Thomas, I'm going to start with you because this is a big deal for those at JPS and the students, and this is in connection with Read Across, I think, America Day. So how did the partnership come about for you guys?
So I would just start by saying it came about. We have our early learning collaborative that that is presented to us from our Mississippi Department of Education. And so the partnership that we have with Fahrenheit, they do all of our advertising for our pre-K scholars. And so our goal, this is our second annual Read Across Jackson. The first one was so amazing. We're really excited about the second one to see what the children think.
So how did y'all reach out and make this with getting firefighters into the classroom? Or I guess with the students?
So we do have a lot of partnerships across the district, and our firefighters, they came for Christmas and did a lot of donating for the kids. And so we decided that it would be great to invite them back to see what else they had to offer, because the kids really get a kick out of seeing a fireman in a fire suit.
I think adults do too. So, Matthew, whenever they came to you about this opportunity, did it take much twisting your arm to get you to come read to the kiddos?
If y'all can speak up a little bit, I can barely hear y'all.
That's okay. Can you hear me now, Matthew?
Yes, I can hear you, but not too good. So I'm gonna have to kind of put my ear really close to the phone.
That's okay. We know you're also at the station and probably don't have much time. But just what does it mean to you as a fireman to be able to go into the classrooms and give back by reading to the children?
Well, it inspired me. It touched me different because, like I said, children will listen to what they love, and they love seeing a fireman in uniform. So once you have something that can keep their eyes on you, and as you read to them, it'll keep their focus. Because, like I said, children's attention span, is very short. So, I want to keep their attention as much as possible. So as I go and give, I, go to different schools and do a giveaway there. And the love they show, the children run up to you and hug you. So it's kind of like we give more physical things to the children and not a lot of mental. It's a lot on the teachers being at school. And on the flip side, you never know what they're doing at home. So it's all up to the teachers and other people who want to come and help the teachers out for like firemen or police officers come, give to the school, give to the children. So it's just very heart-touching to me just to do things like that for the children. So I do appreciate the opportunity.
Matthew, if you can still hear me, what book will you read? Have you picked out what book you're going to read to the students this year?
Firefighter Float.
Is that one that gets them excited about learning about your profession?
Yes, I think that the children be very interested, especially I'm going to bring my couple of my turnout gear, few pieces of my turnout gear and just kind of put it on so the children, as I'm reading along, the book, reading the book to them.
Well, I know that's going to be a good time, Dr. Thomas. I can see where kids would get very excited about seeing a fireman come into the classroom and any of his gear at all and take the time to sort of read. How important is it? Obviously, literacy is important, but this other part of connecting them to our community helpers, just getting to break that, glass of, firefighters can be reached to or police officers can come and read books too. How important is it that they connect with our community helpers?
That's very important to our scholars as well to our families, because we realize that books can take you anywhere. So a child could be at the fire station through the reading of a book, or they can be in Paris through the reading of the book, because we know that books open the door to what's next for them. So they're able, if they're not physically able to go to that location or, see the occupant there, they're able to go through the use of a book. So we just want to make sure our scholars develop a love for reading, because literacy is important. But most importantly, we want to make sure that they understand the importance of books and how books can just take them anywhere they want to go.
When we think about literacy, Dr. Thomas, you've got a lot of parents, grandparents listening to Good Things Today. And, to take the time to stop and read the books, it's, as early as possible, even if they can't read, or once they start reading, letting them read the words that they can. How important is it to start it as soon as possible when it comes to reading to our kids?
As a parent first myself, it's very important. That's when children really gain a love for reading at the early ages. I can remember my mom reading a book to me during bedtime, when it was time for bed. Or even when I walk into the classroom, when I was in my first grade classroom, just stepping into the classroom, and my teacher said, it's time for story time. Those are exciting times for our young scholars. Those are exciting things that they really get involved in and they love to do, and it all starts at the early stages. It starts in elementary school, which is with our pre-K scholars, all the way up to high school, because we want them to have a love for reading throughout their education with Jackson Public Schools.
Matthew, if you're still with us and you can hear us, did you have a favorite book growing up? Did you have a favorite children's book?
Many of them. Some I'm not able to remember, but I know one of them was Rainbow Fish. I remember the Rainbow Fish.
1 fish, 2 fish, 3 fish, 4 fish, Dr. Seuss, or is that another book?
Dr. Seuss, Green Eggs and Ham. I read that book.
So
sometimes when I go up there to the school, sometimes I just take some time to read some of the children's books, remind me of the childhood memories, what I did get to do when I was young. I didn't get to read a lot when I was young. But as, you go back and visit the school to do giveaways, as I do giveaways, I go back to read books from time to time when I'm sitting up there.
What inspired you to be a firefighter, Matthew? That's an honorable job. It's not an easy one for sure, and more young folks need to see what you guys do and connect with you all. But who inspired you to go into that service?
I wouldn't say more of inspiring. It was more so just being on the honest side, an opportunity, and more of opportunity, and I didn't want to miss the opportunity. So I'm transferring over to officer. Transferring over to being an officer. So it's kind of like I'm kind of circling back around to being an officer. But firemen, they came first. The opportunity came first, and I took it. But I wouldn't say nobody inspired me because it's more so like that's a job.
Well, you inspire those around you because your profession's one we hope we never see, but when we need you, we're super glad that you're there. So, and I know the kids are going to be super glad to see you as well. Dr. Thomas, where are some of these events taking place? Will they all be at schools, or will Read Across Jackson happen in community locations as well?
So Read Across Jackson will happen at Tougaloo College for our pre-K scholars, but throughout our district at all of our schools, we are celebrating Read Across America Week at all schools throughout this week. So you can go to any school, and we invite parents, grandparents to come in and read a story to our scholars so that they will know the importance of reading. Also, they will know the importance of bringing a family member in or bringing a community person in. They like it when other people come to their spaces. So I think that is awesome.
As a parent who has read to her girls' classrooms from time to time, it is more fun than you would think. You may think this isn't going to be a good time until you get there, and usually the questions the kids ask tickle me, and how they get into the book that you read tickles you. So usually you leave as blessed as they are by your time they're reading a book.
Yes. We also would like to invite you to stop in at one of our schools and read a story to one of our classes. That way you can get that love again as a parent and as a person who's in the community. We would love to have you in one of our schools reading to our scholars.
We'll see if we can't coordinate that, Dr. Thomas. I appreciate your time, and I hope you guys have a great Read Across Jackson Day. Matthew, I appreciate your service as a firefighter. Congratulations on your promotion moving up to officer, and kudos to reading to the kids.
All right. Thank y'all.
Thank you. Thank you. Y'all stick with us. We got more for you coming up next.